Hello, this is Les Durant, and I'm in Mineral Bluff, Georgia, and it's a rainy night here, so we might hear some thunder and see some lightning, and we're going to just maybe talk to the spirits tonight. And I've got 3 spirit talkers hooked up, and a REM pod, and the spirit music box, and the K2 meter. So we're going to just kind of see what we can get, and if you have any questions, just let me know. So if you are new to this, then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we might hear on the Spirit Talker. Let me give you a little background first. We are about 5 miles from North Carolina, 5 miles from Tennessee, and we are about 1,900 feet up, and we live in what's known as the tri-state area. So about a mile from here, there's a Native American stone circle, and so the Cherokee and the people that were here had a skirmish, and so you may hear the spirit talkers say something to the effect of, "There's a battle here. We fought here." You may even hear the settlement, and the settlement is just basically the people that moved here. It wasn't civil war or anything like that. And then there was some mines around here too, called the Burra Burra mines, and you may hear something to the effect of caves. So you're going to hear a lot of different things. You're going to also hear the possibility of some of the resident ghosts that we have. One is my wife's grandmother, Florence. She's, hello, if you just joined us. Florence just, she is my wife Claudette's grandmother, and she comes and visits quite often to this whenever we're speaking with the spirits. So it's really cool. You all may even hear Jeff or Jeffrey. You may hear him talk, and he stays in this room. And we also have a couple of others. We have Gary and his wife Edith, who sometimes is known as Enid, or we get Enid as well. So all right, now I'm going to turn these on, and when I first turn them on, we're going to possibly get some activity, but I'm going to show you how we use these apps. A lot of people think that these apps are preloaded. Now, there are some apps that are preloaded with dictionaries and all of that, and you have to pay for them on a monthly basis or even a yearly basis. And with Spirit Talker, you do not need to do that, and there is no preloaded dictionary or anything like that. You're going to come across some words that you've maybe never even heard before, and that's the fun thing about this science, is that you get to see this happen. Okay, and then the next thing I want you to do is to create your own little bingo card, and every time I ask a question and get information back regarding the question that I asked, then we will count that as a bingo letter. Now, if Florence shows up, or if Gary shows up, or if Jeff shows up, or if there's something else that's right on the money, then that's pretty much a straight up bingo right away. All right, so let's go ahead and turn these on and see what happens. I've got them hooked up to a mixer, and I've got them also set up on a airplane mode too. All right, so here we go. I also have the K2 meter and the REM pod. Okay. Okay, the REM pod, if anybody gets near it, they'll start to do that. The K2 meter will go from green to red. Now, the spirit music box is a whole nother thing. It acts like a yes-no meter. And so if the spirits say yes, it'll go ding, or if it goes ding, ding, that means okay. Funny. Funny. Yeah, it's not really that funny, though. But yes. So we've already got activity. Thank you. Okay. And then if it continues, then it generally means that they are trying to manipulate the system. Thanks for joining, by the way. All right. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the spirit music box too. Let's go ahead and turn that on. It's going to calibrate. And after it calibrates, you can kind of see it. Let me kind of move it over a little bit. Okay, you can see that the spirit music box moved just by movement, and its proximity as well. Okay, so if you happen to see that go off, or you definitely hear it go off for sure, then I
Go
have
deeper.
go deeper. Well, okay. Um, it can also be activated.
Violate.
No, there's no violation here. It could also be activated by proximity too. And let me see what that last one just said. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. All right. Now I have all of these hooked up to a mixer, so we should be able to hear them. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Let me send you a link. Hold on just a sec if you would like to join. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Yeah, I just decided to do this tonight just to have just see what would happen.
Viking.
Viking. Is there anybody here? What is your name? This equipment will not hurt you in any way.
Zachary.
Hello, Zachary. That was right on the money, right? Just like that. So that would be B1 or whatever B you want to have, you know. All right, Zachary, how old are you? Where are you from? You can use any of these pieces of equipment. I'm going to scoot the K2 over here just a little bit so we can see it.
Her.
Her. What's her name? There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Now, so it's a little bit quiet, not bad, but it's just a little bit quiet here. So sometimes whenever we first start off, it's like this. It will it's just because they don't know how to use the equipment, or they're shy.
Tom.
They're shy about using it. Oh, hello, Tom. So we have two people here. We have Tom.
Susan.
Susan too. Okay. Well, hey, we have three people here. So we have Tom and Susan. And yeah, let's see. And we got another one here too. Let me get that name here. Tom, Susan. Okay. Thank you so much. And tell me about yourselves. Where are you from?
Jim.
Oh, hello, Jim. Oh, and Zachary. So we got Tom, Susan, Zachary, and Jim. Okay. Oh, we got a nice little selection of people here today. Okay. Very good. Now, tell me a little bit more about yourself. How old are you? Are you still here? Can anybody?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. I was going to say, so that right there would be an I. So far we got a B and an I. Very good. I just said sometimes.
Growl.
Growl. No growls. Now, if you happen to hear something that I don't.
Liam.
Oh, hello, Leo or Liam. Oh, it was Liam. Okay, so now we have a nice little bunch of people. Very good. So we have. So this is kind of fun. Yeah, we get a nice little selection of spirits in here. And has there been anything said that is not in context? Just a few words like growl. We don't know what growl was used for, but a lot of the other words are in context with what I've already said, and especially with the names as well. So, all right, and it could be, and it could be
I'm
just
hiding here.
you're hiding here. Okay, it's okay. You don't have to hide. You don't need to hide at all. Jerry, you still coming in? Just wondering. Okay. And see, it just
What
got.
are the lights?
Oh, what are the lights? Okay, well, let me show you. So, so these are.
We live on here.
You do live on here. So this equipment has been invented so we can talk to you. And this is the year 2023. And these are phones so people can talk to each other, but I'm using them to communicate. And this over here is when you fly by, it changes colors. Just like that. Same thing with this. Yeah, just like that. And that's really what it is. What other questions do you have? Oh, good. Let me do this. Hold on just a sec.
Genevieve.
Hello, Genevieve. Now, see, now they're all coming like crazy. Here we go. Paste. Bam. Okay, there you go. I just sent you a link. And if you want to, supposedly it says that you can take my
Effort.
yeah, you can take this podcast and send it to your stream if you want as well. I don't know how to do that, but I guess we will figure it out. So, all right. Now, where are you from?
My throat.
Don't worry about your throat. You can still talk to me. Do you always stay here? I'm going to ask some questions and see if I'm going to maybe do a roll call. Let's do a roll call.
Using my voice.
Yes. Jeff, are you here? Okay. Genevieve, can you make that music box go off? Can you fly by it? All you have to do is just touch it. I'll show you how. Oh, that one said I feel hopeless. Why don't
Eliminate.
Don't feel hopeless. Oh. I've got this one over here that's just said nurse and doctor, but I'm not hearing it. Okay. Reset. Okay. That was really weird.
Child.
That's really weird because I've got one over there that's not. It was Jenny. It said Jenny. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. And if you would like to join, just get into the comments and let me know. I can send you the link, or you can just click on the link.
Real.
Yes. Hello. Hey, what's up? Gerald's here. Hey, what's going on, my friend?
How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Just decided to do this. Have a good one.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
I will talk to you.
Oh, that just said I will talk to you. Okay. All right.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's been interesting. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason my other spirit box isn't that loud. Let me try something here. Just really quick.
Desperate.
Yes, desperate. Yeah. well,
Anybody.
I'm not desperate. Okay. Anybody? No, not anybody. Maybe just turn down. There we go. Of course, we know how things work around here. Okay.
Yep.
And let's see. Okay. Anyway, what you been up to, my friend?
Oh, just doing a few shows here and there and popping in other people's shows and
Well, that's good.
working.
That's all right. Very good. Okay. Well, this should work now. I don't know why not. Let's see. Yeah, that should work.
Mildred.
Oh, hello, Mildred. All right. see. We'll wait if that other one goes off. Yeah, we had some really nice lightning here a moment ago.
Oh.
It was great. Scared the crap out of me too. I walked outside and it said, it was like boom. I'm like, okay, all right. Hey, this must be a good night, you know? But yeah, I haven't been doing too much, just working myself. And that's really about it. But all right. And so we have a little bit of activity here, just mostly a lot of different names and stuff. Do you have any questions for him?
Tired.
Tired.
He
Yeah,
said
I'm tired.
Yeah, I
Um,
like that.
ask them if they know each other.
Oh, that's kind of a good question. Do y'all know each other? That's a very good question. If you do, Kenneth, hello, Kenneth. It seems like there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Can somebody let me know somehow? Let me try connecting this other one. Yeah. This one just said 1950s. Okay, hold on. Woo. Sorry about that. At least you know this is live. All right, there we go. Now that's not me. Okay, here we go.
Body.
There we go. This just said find my body.
Oh,
There we go.
where's it at?
Yeah, I'm sure it's straight down. That's or it's at least in this area anyway.
Yes, over here.
Okay. That was great. Yes, over here. Okay. So have you messed around with spirit?
Isaac.
Oh, hello, Isaac. Have you messed around with spirit talkers or anything lately?
Just that day I messaged you that I sat there. It was probably last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That I sat there and I had the obelisk going and music or the spirit talker, and they were starting to kind of sync up a little bit, but then they'd go different directions again.
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Yeah.
lot of names.
Yeah. Do you get any recurrent names?
I haven't done it that much. Jane's done it
You're
more than me. That
respectful.
was the first time I really sat down for more than an hour with them.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I said that I was respectful. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what I like to do, is to be respectful so I can talk to you. Can anybody tell me where you're from? Or can you tell me if you know each other?
Myself.
Okay.
Oh.
That was from that one that I just plugged in.
Oh.
Myself.
Then I had three kind of interesting ones. Jane was cooking our meal and it said smell.
Oh, nice.
So I explained to it that, yeah, Jane's out there cooking, getting ready. We're getting ready to eat. Then later it came up Lucille, which is Jane's first name.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And she doesn't go by that name.
Children are
She
listening.
goes by Jane.
Wow, that's awesome. That just said the children are listening. Well, thank you. Yes, kids, you can listen. That's probably what we have. Do we have?
Please believe us.
We do believe you. Yeah. How often does that come up? Please believe us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. When it says your name, that's golden.
Then after that, it said, we know you. So I asked who it was, and it says, I'm in the military, and my father was in World War II. That's the only close family person other than a nephew that's in the military right now.
Right.
So that kind of put me on that track, but I never got confirmation that it was my dad or anything.
Oh. I said there's a priest. No.
There's bad here.
No. No. And see, that said it on another one. It said there's a priest, and then it said there's bad here, right beside it. No, we don't allow that here. You can take that elsewhere.
Nora.
Hello, Nora. Yeah. I was with my boss one time, and he was working on this house, and he was up on the roof, and and I was handing him some stuff or whatever. And then I took my spirit talker and I said, hey, do you know Arthur? And he said, yeah. He said, Arthur,
Obviously.
obviously. It said, yeah, he's the guy who owns this truck that I own who passed away. I'm like, oh, the one we're driving in, right? Yes. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I said, all right, does it ever feel like he's with you? And he's like, all the time. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
Desperate.
Yeah. So then he had said something. I called my boss and he turned around and slipped and almost fell off the roof. I'm like, oh no.
uh,
And then it's like, and then I said, yeah, because I said Arthur is your guardian because it said it was his guardian on there. And then he's like, well,
I
he
know
did.
you.
I'm intrigued.
and then it said, and then he's like, well, he was my guardian that time. I said, yes, he was, because you didn't fall off the roof. You stopped. You went down like this and stopped at the flat part because it was a metal roof
Yeah.
like this and went down like that. And he stopped
Right.
and it was wet. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, there you go, my friend.
Opposite.
Yep, just like that, right? Yeah, and that that kind of stuff there too is it makes for a good way to show people that yes, there is something out there too. You know what I mean? It
Right.
to know that there is something later or
Caroline.
hello, Caroline. Um, and you know what I mean? It's for people who need their own experience. And when you see these
There's
work,
3 of us.
yes, there are.
You should dig here.
I should dig here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we do have 3 spirit talkers. So, but when people see it, they're able to get,
Hung.
they're able to get their own experience with it. And once they do, that kind of changes things, you know.
Right.
And I've had people even come to me, even like
Evil.
I had a cousin who got enlightened, and he's like, now every time he has something go on, he's like, what is this and what's that and all these things, and and so it's but so it's good, and that's why I like to do it, and I like to keep finding out more information and finding out new ways to do this, and just to see what kind of evidence I get, and it seems to always be working right.
Now, do you record all the names that you get, or keep a log, or?
Actually, there are logs on the Spirit Talker. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. They're always in there, but I don't compile them. I have before though. I have. I did an investigation where I needed to do the
Florence.
Uh-oh, there you go.
Yay! Love it. Love it. That's a bingo. Woohoo. Man, I mean, every
Please
time
believe us.
I do believe you. But I was doing the subtitles for all the little things that, whenever it said it. And so I put it on in a computer and I just highlighted it
Lee.
and all of that. Yeah. So man, I love it when Florence is here. That's just,
Painted neck.
Does she
painted
come in
neck.
every session?
Just about painted neck. Now, you know what painted neck is? Cherokee,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Right. That's, I get that on occasion. Well, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate it too. And thank you for what you do, and thank you for coming, and thank you for letting us be near your land. So, and then like silence. So yeah, it's all about respect, right? And
Argument.
and that's really just the way to do it, and that's why people ask me if I'm scared or whatever. No, it's because it's all how you treat the people, and if you get something that shouldn't be there or whatever, hey,
I'll prove I'm here.
okay, prove you're here. Because sometimes I think that the other ones protect you and they know who you are already. So
Right.
they're going to do their best to not let anything in. And also, if you bring things in, then you have to deal with what you bring in. I was in a situation one time where there was a lot of arguing, screaming, and everything, and all that in the house, and it just wasn't a good situation. But we found out kind of that the house
We
was.
won't harm
Melissa.
you.
They just said we won't harm you. But the house, what we think
I've been following you.
was definitely haunted. Yeah, and
Okay.
we had stuff going on. I mean, we had these old hippie beads from the 70s that were wooden. They would move by themselves. And then my mom said, "Oh, by the way, do you remember when
Many
those used to
died
move?"
here.
Many died here. Do you remember when those used to move by themselves? I'm like, "Oh, you tell me that now, Mom. Jeez." I'm like, "Thanks. We just brought it." Yeah. But here's the thing. Now the landlord, who's kind of not cool, we left it in the shed for them. Now, you
Oh.
shouldn't leave artifacts, but hey.
There's a curse.
Ding. Right?
Yep.
I mean,
Danger.
danger. Yes. Right. So, yeah, I've only been on half an hour and this has gotten good. So, and every time I start, I'm like, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. And it's like, oh, hey.
You have nightmares.
No, I don't have nightmares, actually. I have a crazy dream that I'm still in school, trying to get out, high school, and then
Injury.
no, not injury. I already broke my hip. Don't need that again. And then I also have this dream that I'm at this call center I used to work at, and are trying to get out of there. But it's always the high school or something like that. It's at night, and I'm always in these rooms and stuff. It's always the same thing. But it's not a bad thing. But it's one of those things you can remember.
Right.
So it's just crazy. But yeah, and then I used to have dreams about Guam, and that's where I used to live.
Electric.
And, electric? What kind of oh, like lightning? Yes, there's a lot of lightning.
Are we friends?
Yes, we are friends. Everybody who comes in is a friend. That's fine.
Now, have
but,
they said a word or anything that you can pinpoint that's happened to you, like following day or later on that day, or any kind of coincidence or any kind of intuition like that?
I'm sure they have. I know they have at
Williams.
Guess who Williams is? It's Gary. Gary Williams. Hello, our friend Gary. Yeah, we have an obituary for him. Oh my gosh, Gary Williams. Love Gary.
I feel hopeless.
No, don't feel hopeless. That other one said hopeless too, I think. Let me see. I told you about Gary, right?
No.
I never told you about Gary?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, well, Gary Williams. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, yeah, let me tell you about Gary. He is our resident. He is our resident ghost. Now he is originally. Now I don't
Disagree.
like to say, I don't. It's a disagree. Well, yeah, no, Gary, you're just here, and he at one time he was called a poltergeist, and so this was outside, and we said, well, if you're a poltergeist, then go move those chimes, and sure enough, he moves the chimes for us. All right, so then here's the then. Then, in fact, it was a year ago in a couple of days. It was a year ago, a couple of days. My wife was looking for her debit cards, and we were going to go down to this town.
Do you like Satan?
No, so he can go. We're going down to this town called Helen, Georgia, and it's a German town, and we were going to go down there for our anniversary, and so I told my wife, I said, get your debit cards. We'll go ahead and go. She looks for debit cards. She cannot find her debit cards. I'm going to fade this out. She cannot find her debit cards whatsoever. And then we go to Walmart. We call Walmart. We go to the radio station, see if they're there. No, cannot find them. I'm like, well, hun, why don't we just transfer your debit cards or transfer the money to my debit card, and we can use it, and then you just reorder new ones. Well, I go into my wallet. My debit card is gone too. and I
Oh.
cannot find it. Then she's like, okay, hon, you need to get out the spirit talker. So we get out the spirit talker, and this is what comes up. Now I'm going to just show you, so you can go ahead and see it. All right, and here we go. All right, first thing we get, I like talking. Okay, then it says can't breathe. It says can't breathe. Then it says concern, definitely concern. Desperate, yeah. Enid, which we think is Edith, which is his wife. Then it talks about money. Like, all right, okay, money. Then it says, we're looking around, keep going. And then it says, what is your name? I said, my name is Les. Then it said, right. And then it says, I worked here. Okay. What's your name? Williams. Okay. What's your first name? Gary. All right, good. We've talked about Gary before. Like, all right. And then we had said, can you help us find this? And then it's soon. And then talked about ancient time, and then it said died very recently. Now up here where it says right, let me correct this. It's not my name right. It said it was right as in like look right, because after my wife looked right, she found a stack of towels, and you know what was in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her debit cards. So yeah. And then and then it also says the village, and which is around here. Now, this little town where I live is about maybe 500 people at the most, at the most. So I look up Gary Williams obituary. Gary Otis Williams, Mineral Bluff. That's where I live. This is my little town. He passed away very peacefully. Monday, May 16th. Thank you, Gary. May 16th, 2022, which was very recently. He died he was born in McKaysville, which is about 5 miles from here. Now, the reason why he can't breathe, well, that's because he worked in the mining department as a mining captain who also worked on the mine rescue team.
Ah.
Yeah. And so, and then now he is preceded in death by his wife, Edith. So we get Edith quite often, actually. Yeah. So that's the story of Gary. He is the
Wow.
man. Yeah. He hangs
Cool.
out. So he hangs out. Those chimes will go off. You won't even hear, you can't even blow on and have any wind out here, but those chimes will be going off.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And then I have a video of Gary and his wife Edith moving those chimes like this, and you can see him just moving, and it's like, yeah. So, and they're you just get this peaceful feeling when they're around. Now, usually they hang out in the living room whenever I do the spirit talking out there. And thanks for all who's here. Also, back here in this room, they will sometimes show up, and then but Jeff shows up here. He's kind of like their helper. I think he helps people pass through, and I think that they're just kind of like the managers or just the helpers, because they just kind of help out, and we know it's all these people going through, right? And they're all doing the same thing. But Gary and his wife Edith are always here. They're always here. So we're thinking that there's probably a reason for that. And I think that it's just because they're guiding people to the other side, or they're, those people who say, oh, my arms or my legs or, my body, or I can't breathe. We just tell them that you don't need it anymore. Okay, now I'm going to fade this back up. All right, now that I talked about this, who all is here with us now? You can talk to me now. Of course, it's tired. Of course, it got quiet again. Y'all still here? See, I just faded it out.
What year is it?
What year is it? This is 2023.
Ask her what year it is for her.
What year is it for you? Or when were you born?
Bad spirits here.
No. Well, they don't belong here. Are you still here? Do we still have somebody from the Cherokee Nation here? Once again, just like Blank.
Power.
Power. Yes, you can get power from any of these pieces of equipment. This piece over here, and this piece over here, and these pieces over here. I did put a new battery in the K2, but the K2 hasn't been doing anything lately. I don't know why.
Huh.
It just kind of sits there. So now we had a question earlier, if maybe somebody can help answer. Do you know each other?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? Oh, well, there's a lot of sacrifices around here.
Vernon.
Hello, Vernon. Nice to meet you. Can anybody make the music box go off? I'll show you how to do it. Or do that right there. Very good. And even you can even tell, like, I had to get really close to that to make that go off. So the fact that something is making that go off is remarkable, I think.
Right.
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. You don't have brown eyes, do you?
Hear my footsteps.
I have hazel.
Okay. Hear your footsteps. Now, my stepdaughter does downstairs. She's actually Native American too. She's Navajo. So yeah. Very interesting. All right. Well, heck, I think I'm gonna maybe wrap it up. It's it was a really great half hour, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that was kind of awesome. So, but hey, it's good talking to you. And if you want to tell everybody
Watch
about
what
your
I do.
watch what you do. Okay, we'll do something then. Watch what you do. Yeah, and this is kind of like, this is just like
Protect.
protect. This is like a really easy investigation. I mean, I'd like to be able to take this. I mean, I would like to be able to take this on the road, which I have.
Joy.
Which I have before, and get out the cameras and do all the other stuff and do another, because it's been a while since I've actually done an investigation. So, but what do you guys got going on?
Tomorrow morning I'm on William Nighthawk's High Strangeness podcast, which streams on my channel and his, and
Okay.
we're getting into AIs and all kinds of weird stuff. We're getting into cryptids too. Then Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, I have Jessica, the cryptid huntress, is going to be on our show with me and Jane. And that's
Nice.
usually about an hour and a half show, and we let her or our guests tell their story or whatever they're involved in, and we just kind of start asking questions from there and see where it goes.
Come and go.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you joining, and every time you come on, it's good. I mean, every time, and especially when Florence shows up. I mean, that it's just golden. It just gives you a special feeling, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
I just wow, it just blows me away. But and then you get it on different pieces of equipment too. But well, hey, I'm gonna let you go. It's good talking to you, and then we're gonna be getting together soon. So
Yep.
and we'll see what we can come up with.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Good deal.
Glad
All right.
to
Well,
be here.
all right. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.